Hello clarinets. Today we're going to talk about the high notes that are necessary for us to play the Nisma solos. First I'm going to talk about the high G. The high G is when you have your thumb over the F key plus the octave key and you have these three fingers as if you're playing a low C, but you have this all covered up and 1, 2, and 3. And when we play this note you really have to make sure you're very tight on the corners. You have to use a 2.5 reed would be best to start off with. And when you play the note, you may have to put a little bit more mouthpiece inside your mouth to be able to get the note to come out. So first I'm going to try to blow a G and get comfortable with that first. Okay, so once we have the G coming out, then we're going to add these other fingers. I'm going to play a G, and then the next notes going down are F, E, D, C, which is the second lower key here at the pinky, and then the last one, the B, which is the higher of the two in the left hand. So once again, I'm going to blow G, and then slur down to F, E, D, C, B. First I'm going to get the G to come out okay, and then I'll start. You want to do that many, many times and get really comfortable with it. First make sure the G comes out really good before you start slurring down. And then once you get comfortable with that, then you could try to start on the B and then lift off the B key, then lift off the C and go back up all the way to the G. I'm going to try that now. Going down. Going up. And you can see that my tone is shaky and I need to practice that a lot to get that to be better. Okay, now I just want to show you what the notes look like. Okay, here we have, starting on the high G, the three fingers, G, F, E, D, C, B. And then going back up, we went B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, now I'm going to show you something about the next line going from A to B to A to B. If you're playing the A key by itself, and then you have to go to B, which is all these fingers plus this left key, higher key right there, you can, while you're playing the A, you can keep all these right hand fingers down while you're playing that note. It makes it easier. So if I'm going from A to B, I'm going to keep all these fingers down and then just do A without this covered up, A, and then when I go to B, I'm going to put all this down and cover this up too. So I'm going to try to go from A to B, A to B. Okay? You can learn how to do that. Practice that a lot. That will be very, very helpful. And the last line I wrote on the music here is going from A, B, C, B, A. Okay, so while you're playing the A, you can have all those fingers down and then go to B, C, B, and then A again. I'm going to try that now. So I'm going to keep these fingers down. I'm going to go from A to B to C to B to A. You can also practice just going from B to C, B to C, B to C. You can tongue it, or then you could just try to slur it. Okay, and then the last thing we could work on is playing the C scale. When you play the C scale, you play C, D, E, F, G, and then when you go to G, you can then put all these fingers down with this pinky key on the right hand, the lower one, and then go to A. You can play A while you've got that all down, remember? And then you go to B, and then C. I'm going to try the C scale, the high C scale, or the middle C scale. I'm going to do that again and try to emphasize, when I'm putting these fingers down. So I'm going to keep them off for now. But when I go to the G, I'm going to put them on. And as you can see, my tone is very shaky. It's not very steady, so I would have to work on that because clarinet is not my main instrument. Okay, so try to remember all those things and work on the high notes for the Nismus solos. Good luck.